Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And this little boy right here is hella broken right now. And it's honestly because of one item. Like you can play him so aggressively now and still not die. I'll show you guys the new playstyle. It's ridiculous. And Ziggs is also gonna get reworked sometime soon, and that's gonna make him even more broken. So I wanna prepare you guys for the rework right now. So how do you build Ziggs? It's quite simple actually. You go Luden's Echo, Boots of Mana. I actually like to start with the Boots of Mana myself, just so I can spam my abilities more. Basically with these two items, especially the Boots of Mana, you can literally spam your abilities. Like, it's gonna take so long for you to run out of mana. I never ever want to see anyone build an Archangel Staff on Ziggs. Back in the days, sure, it was good. Now, not anymore. Never, ever build it. You don't need it. It's a waste of damage. So after you Luden's Echo, you immediately build the Crown of the Shattered Queen. This is the golden item, guys. Because it gives great stats, you know, max health, ability power, max mana, ability haste. It's all perfect stats for Ziggs. But of course, it's the passive that's even better. So like basically the enemies cannot dive you anyways on Ziggs, because you have your second ability to escape from them. More on this during the gameplay. But in case they do catch you, they don't catch you. Because this is gonna, you know, this is gonna cancel their engage. So after that, you're gonna be like level 11, you're gonna build a Rabadon's Death Cap. Insane damage. And then after that, it's situational. But the items I do recommend, the situational items, is a Leandris Torment. Even if the enemies are not that tanky, Leandris is just always so good. If you just hit your bomb on the enemy, it just chunks them down. It burns their HPs. The Oceanid's Trident is of course also a situational item, just like the Serpent Fang. If they have a lot of shields, you build the Oceanid's Trident. Very powerful item. The Infinity Orb, I don't really like the Infinity Orb as much anymore on Ziggs. I don't know why. The thing about this build is, it's meant to like really poke the enemies hardcore, like poking them super hard. Finishing them off, you also, like you can do that anyways, even without the Infinity Orb. Like I would much rather have a Cosmic Drive rather than an Infinity Orb, because Cosmic Drive is gonna give you that 30 ability haste, plus additional ability haste based on how much ability haste you have as well. So like, your cooldowns are going to be infinitely lower with this item, and you can just spam the hell out of your abilities and just literally rain hell upon the enemies. Like you can throw your bomb every 2 seconds, your third ability every 4 seconds or so. Even your ultimate is going to be on like what, like a 20-25 second cooldown. It's super duper low, so like you can really spam your abilities and destroy them. And these are honestly the items I recommend. Of course the Green Book if you need anti-healing, but you want to try to stay away from it. I've also tried the Awakened Soul Stealer. I didn't like it. It's really not bad. It makes you much stronger early game, and it has snowballing potential. Also, the Magi Soul Stealer, I do not recommend it, even though it makes a lot of sense on him. I don't know, I don't really recommend this item too much. It's just much better to take the safer approach, because this is gonna, like, this is much safer. Even if you do die, and even if you don't get a lot of kills or assists, you're gonna be totally golden with this build. And for your enchantment in the later stages of the game, you go Stasis. In case the enemy catches you, you can Stasis. And for the runes, you go First Strike. Stacking up First Strike is insanely easy on Ziggs. Here, you can go for the Domination Tree if you want to. I don't like it because, like, it's just... It's not as good as the Precision Tree. You know, of course you can bully the enemy more in the early game, but you can already bully them anyways. Like, you just have to get the Boots of Mana, and then you can spam your bombs. Sure, you're gonna do a little bit less damage, but these runes are gonna give you much more damage late game. Much more. Like the Gathering Storm, the Giant Slayer, or even a Cup of Grass. And then here the Bloodline, incredibly important too. You know why this one is important? You have 0 Vampirism, because you don't build a Rift Maker. But this one is going to give you like 8% Vampirism, which allows you to maintain full HP throughout the whole time, because you do so much damage as a Ziggs that even 8% Vampirism is going to be more than enough in the late game to maintain full HP. And then here, of course, Transcendence, because you want to transcend. I was going to make a joke about it, but that doesn't work. But basically, yes, Transcendence. Because like it gives you so much cooldown, it's crazy. And then for the spells, I like to go Exhaust actually. I used to go Ignite, but now I go Exhaust. And you know why? Because in case an enemy gets on me, I'll exhaust them. Like all of these tools at the same time. If you have, you know, you have Exhaust, you have Oceanid's Trident, you have Stasis, you have all of these tools, you have your second ability. You should really not die basically. So enough about the build. Let's now get into the, oops, I don't know what this is, into the gameplay. So this is ridiculous. Like, look at our team. We're basically full AP. We only have a Tristana top and we have no tank. So this is gonna be a very funny game. I do recommend you to have a tank if you pick Ziggs. Because without a tank, it's gonna be a little bit rough. You will see. You'll see in this game. I want to remind you guys, by the way, I am doing a skin giveaway. And all you have to do to enter the skin giveaway is put down a comment under the video. Giving away 3 skins in October. Gonna give away 3 more skins in November, by the way, like always. So yeah. Right as you can see what I'm doing, I'm just shooting my bomb in their bush. It doesn't really cost me much mana. And if I hit them, it's just easy damage. And that's the thing you want to do as a Ziggs, right? I'm laning against an Alistar. Should be an easy lane. Like, he shouldn't even be able to dive me. Because if he chooses to second ability me, I can simply push him away with my second ability. So like, they shouldn't be able to dive me. The only way they should be able to kill me is if they dive me and instantly Jhin roots me. But of course I need to avoid that. If they go on Soraka, I can just push them away with my second ability. So that's the thing. So take a look at how I'm playing my lane. I'm freezing right here. There's 2 ways you can play your lane. You can freeze and bully them with your bombs like this. You know, make them lose farm. Like right here, look. He just lost like 120 gold and a lot of experience. Or you can shove the wave under their turret and destroy them with your bomb. There is a risk to the second one. Because the second one it's gonna be very easy to get ganked. Because you're gonna be under their turret, they can gank you very easily. The other one has a potential risk as well. If the enemy jungler is very aggressive and the Alistar reaches level 5, they can even gank you under the turret. So you want to be wary of both scenarios, right? Like you want to be wary, you want to know where the enemy is, you want to put down wards. Right now the ward doesn't really matter too much, because now that we're freezing under our turret, if they're below level 5, they're never gonna kill us under the turret. They're just not. Like, it's not possible for them. So early game, until you get your boots of mana, you just kind of want to throw your bombs on the enemy, just like I'm doing right here. You're probably not gonna get kills, but you're also not gonna die. That's the thing early game. You're kind of you're forcing the enemies to shake hands and not getting any kills in the lane. Now I lost my mana, so I'm gonna go back. I'll go back, get my boots of mana, and now the game really begins. Because now I can actually start spamming my abilities and regenerate my mana properly. Like these boots are absolutely crucial. It makes such a difference in the game. It's crazy. Also, if you look at drafts, you know, who should you pick Ziggs with? Like, why did I pick Ziggs in this game, you may be wondering. Why not an ADC? Look at our composition. We have a Fiddlesticks and a Katarina. These are both all-in champions. Ziggs is a perfect follow-up to an all-in champion. Because, for example, Amumu is also an all-in champion. Malphite is also an all-in champion. Yasuo could also be considered because of his ultimate. Champions that have good forms of CC, that have good forms of engagement, you want to follow that up with your ultimate, right? Because that's the whole power of Ziggs. Besides his poking, you can also follow up with your ultimate on these big all-in engages. But you'll see, this game is not gonna go as planned. Even though we do have the all-inning potential, the game didn't really go as planned, and you'll see how I'm gonna have to deal with that. Also, Kayn should not be a problem for you. You can also just push him away with your second ability if he goes on you. I don't know what the hell that bomb was that I threw. That was actually a horrible bomb. For some reason I thought auto-aiming it like that would hit him, but he was very fast, so it didn't hit him. And Ziggs pushes turrets fast, by the way. Like, you push them fast. That empowered attack, you know, when you see the red bar under your HP, it does huge damage to turrets. It's insane. Oof. Like this, I could get caught. You know what I mean? Like, that's a way they could catch me. So I need to be a bit wary of that. Oh, my whole team is here. Fiddlesticks has an ultimate, which he can use. But he didn't use for some reason. Okay, I already missed her charm, so I'm gonna be fine. She actually has a lot of damage, though. Yeah, again, I'm just poking them. I'm not gonna do that much damage yet. That's the thing. Like, very early on in the game, you're really not gonna do that much damage yet. It's gonna be enough to bully them, but it's not necessarily gonna be enough for them to be like, damn, that Ziggs is doing a lot of damage. Not quite yet. But when you get your Luden's Echo, that's when we enter the mid game, basically, with Ziggs. That's where we enter the big damage game. You can actually play Ziggs into Sona now too. Back in the day, Sona would hard counter Ziggs. But now you can just build the Ocean, its Trident, and you're gonna be fine against Sona. Because you're just gonna cut off her shields all the time. Like, it's all a massive nerf to Sona. Oh, by the way, right here you can see 233 damage to the turret right there. You see? It's actually quite big. Like, early on in the game, that is a lot of damage. It really is. You're gonna get plates very easily. Especially if you're alone with the turret. If you get kills and you can shove the turret, you're gonna be getting 2 or 3 plates easily, like fast. Also, you can shove waves very fast, of course. You can see I pushed the Alistar away right there. He timed his engage, but because I pushed him away and he already clicked on the ability, I was able to push him away right there without him being able to engage. Ahri is a bit dangerous. She's very dangerous actually. So again, I use my second ability to jump away. Katarina goes in. I'm trying to get some kills. I'm doing huge damage, but I didn't get any kills. They're getting Herald at least, so that's fine. Hopefully we can stop them from the dragon. This Ahri, man. Does so much damage. Okay, so my playstyle is also more aggressive than normal this game. And I want you to test your knowledge and tell me why. There is one big reason why I'm being extremely aggressive with my trades, even though it's losing trades. You should be able to guess this one, so test your knowledge. Why have I been playing so aggressively this game and just try to be so oppressive in lane? Test your knowledge on that one. Let me know in the comments. Pause the video if you don't want to hear the answer. So I'm gonna reveal the answer right now. It is because I have a Soraka. Because I have a Soraka, I am able to play so aggressive because she's gonna heal me. You know, the enemies have an Alistar. Alistar has a heal as well, but obviously it's not even close to Soraka's healing. So it's always gonna be worth it for me. If I can do damage to the enemies, even if I take damage, it's worth it. As long as I don't die, of course, right? If I die, it's not worth it anymore. So like with a Soraka, I can just step up and trade like crazy. Against second ability, but this time he actually countered it. He flashed behind me, that was beautiful. Let's look at that again. I just nearly one-shot him with one eye. Look, just what even happened? I did everything at the same time. Ultimate, first ability, and powered attack. It chunked down 95% of his HP. What a shame that it did not one-shot him. What an absolute shame. But I hope you guys understand that if a 1-item Ziggs can do this, what is a 3, 4, 5 item Ziggs gonna do? You know what I mean? What would happen if I had more items and hit that combo on a Jhin? I will one-shot him. Right here I was talking to the Fiddlesticks. I was gonna say you need to ult, because it felt like this guy was like first timing Fiddlesticks. I'm telling him like you need to ult. It seems like the Katarina thought I was talking to her, because she's gonna answer to this. And actually also Katarina, she needs to ult with Fiddlesticks basically. They need to ult together. Like that way we have our all-in combination. If they ult the enemies, I can ult and they're all gonna get one shot basically. That's the purpose of our composition. It's not gonna happen though. That's the thing. Like you'll see this game is gonna be very rough because we didn't really do our combos properly together. I'm gonna try to make this Herald push. Like there is a Jhin right here. I'm of course gonna push him out of this Herald. I want this Herald to go under the turret. I'm even ulting him. Oh my god, he almost died. I was gonna push the turret, but the Alistar showed up. I actually killed Jhin, by the way. That's hilarious. My Luden's Echo. I hit the minions and my Luden's Echo killed the Jhin. That is so funny. I got his ass. I threw the bomb in hopes to get him somehow, and it did actually get him. So that was pretty funny. Like you can see just the sheer amount of damage I'm doing is ridiculous. This game I was running Cup of Grass, but I should have actually run Giant Slayer. Because they have an Alistar, they have a Jarvan. Giant Slayer would have been very good into their comp. I mean, Cup of Grass is fine too, but like I think Giant Slayer would have been better. You can see how good your rune is now. You can literally click on the tab and see how much extra damage you did because of the rune. So like if in the late game you've only done like 300 damage with the Cup of Grass, of course it's trash, you know what I mean? That's how you can decide basically whether it's good or not. Again, use my second ability here in case they engaged on my Soraka, and that would have saved him. Like the second ability of Ziggs' second ability is such an incredibly important escape tool. You can use it aggressively, and you'll see me use it aggressively too. You know, you can knock up the enemies, it's fine. But the main purpose of this ability is to use it defensively. Like right here, look, I'm using it so I can take the ward. If they dive me, it would push me over the wall. You see? You can literally push yourself away, and you can push the enemies away from you. It's the perfect tool. Like, if let's say Jarvan goes in and ults me, I can just jump out of it. Like right here, I jump away from the Ahri charm, you see? Huge ultimate, by the way. But like, I want you guys to use this second ability as an escape tool, not as an offensive tool. Everything is aggressive with Ziggs, except for the second ability. Right here we're playing ARAM. I am fine with that. As a Ziggs, you're totally fine playing ARAM. You're literally always gonna win. There's not a single champion in the game that wins the ARAM game against Ziggs. Like, look, I'm destroying them under their turret. If this keeps going, we're gonna get a turret. The enemies are not gonna get anything. Like, I'm gonna get a turret, they're not gonna get anything. You can even see I'm literally tanking the turret just to do empowered attacks. One more empowered attack, and I'm gonna be able to get the turret with my second ability as well. That's another thing with Ziggs. You can of course finish off turrets with your second ability. Even without minions, by the way. If the turret is low enough. Right here, yet again, you see how I escaped with that second ability? She hit her charm, but I jumped away. So it doesn't do anything to me. Such a powerful tool, I swear to God. It's like such a strong ability if used correctly. Really underrated ability. Like, I have so many people that think the second ability of Ziggs is just not that strong because it doesn't do a lot of damage, right? And the knock-up duration is not that long. But if you actually use it for the right purpose, it's insanely powerful. I could chunk all of them down here. Whoa, there we go. That's a good Fiddlesticks ultimate. Finally, he gets one good ultimate. Should be a dragon for us. Okay, nice. So now we don't have to deal with 3 dragons. And another thing about the dragons, by the way. If you've taken one dragon, you shouldn't really... Or like, if you've taken one dragon and the enemy took one, you shouldn't even bother with the last dragon. It's much better to take turrets or anything else. Because it's just pretty useless, the other dragon. Only if the enemy takes 3, or if you can take 3, is where the true power of the dragons will come online. Because the Ocean Soul is very strong. But 2 dragons is useless, right? Well, it's not useless, obviously, but it's basically half as effective as 2 dragons used to be in previous patches. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's literally half. Like 50% power of the old 2 dragon power spike. Ahri has that stupid crown item, so that kind of sucks. I wanted to kill him here, but he actually flashed out of it. Damn it, man. I would have killed the king, but he flashed out of it. Yet again, like, I'm being mid. I'm really not sure why Katarina's mid. She can simply go top lane, defend our top lane. Like, in the mid game, the mid laner should switch with Ziggs. It seems like she didn't really understand that. It's like she's staying mid lane for no reason at all. We're losing a top lane turret. You may be thinking like, you know, it's my top lane turret. It's true, but the best way we can play this game right now is to let me mid lane. Because I can apply pressure mid lane. Katarina can just defend top lane. But like, unfortunately, you know, in the early season, you're gonna be matched with people that don't understand that. It's not a problem. It's just they are in a different elo. You know what I mean? Like, you can't expect them to understand these higher elo things. Perhaps I should have communicated it with him. You know, I could have told him, like, bro, can you go mid lane, top lane? I'm sure he would gladly go top lane if I actually communicated it with him. So it's actually my fault. Like, I am the top laner. I should have communicated with him that he should go top. You know what I mean? Like, I can't blame him for something, like, reading my mind. Like, because I guess I was used to higher elo, you could say. But again, I should have just said it. Like, I should have just said it. I can't ult the Ahri, because it will literally do 0 damage. It's pretty funny. Hopefully he gets this. Nice. When you get a blue buff, you want to go ham on them, by the way. Because, like, your second ability will... or your first ability is literally going to be on a 2 second cooldown. In late game, it's like 1 second. I'm not even kidding. 1.5 seconds with a blue buff. Yeah, now she's in the side lane. It's like... And then I'll go back to the mid lane. Good thing Keys survived there. It's very, very good. Because if he died, they could have Baroned. Fiddlesticks can proc her crown very easily. Right here, look. Second ability to push them away from him using stasis. I didn't actually think he would stasis, so that's why my second ability wasn't timed correctly. I can use my second ability to, again, you see? Jumping away. And we're gonna be okay. Katarina's not doing a lot of damage. She's lacking items. That was a good ult. But she just doesn't have much damage. I can push him under the turret with my second ability, like that. But yeah, I have to be a bit careful. They can kill me. His second ability will hurt a lot. So I need to maintain a proper distance from him. Yep, you can see how I'm playing this. I'm being safe. Positioning myself in a way that they cannot reach me. Because of course I don't want to get poked by them for free. I'm trying to bait his second ability, like constantly getting close and then going out. So like if he uses it, he's just gonna miss it. I know they're probably doing Baron here, but I just honestly wanted to get a rabbit on. Like, I knew they were probably doing Baron. I don't have ult, so I didn't want to bother going Baron. Yeah. I could have maybe gone Baron, but like, I just honestly... I played super selfish this game. I wanted to do very selfish gameplay right here. Because I wanted my item, I wanted to make sure I could get some kills. I tried to kill the Ahri here, but she was not stupid, she ran away. Now this game is starting to look a little bit bad. But it's fine, because Ziggs can defend very easily against Baron. Ziggs is one of the best champions to defend against Baron. It's like so easy to defend against Baron. Not sure what this Fiddlesticks is complaining about. He's like, I'm out, blah blah blah. Just talking a lot. لا اللي بيزخ. Let's see. I'm gonna try to just poke them. Oh, look at that damage though. Ahri is nearly dead from that. They procced my... So the beauty is, they proc the crown, but all you have to do is hit a couple bombs on the enemy and you're gonna get your crown right back. It's so powerful. Like, I just have to hit them with a couple abilities like that every time. Boom, boom. And the crown, like, literally, look, I have my crown again. I literally have my crown again. Where the hell is it though? There it is. I have my crown again, you see? It got procced like 15 seconds ago, and I have it again. It's unbelievably disgusting how good it is. Yeah, I can't stop that turret from being taken. By the way, this is where I realized I need a Leandris, because I didn't do a lot of damage to the Jarvan. So I realized I need a Leandris to actually do damage to the Alistar and the Jarvan. Hopefully he gets this. Okay, he did get it. Using my second ability to jump over the wall, and I'm nice and safe, you see? It's so easy to be safe on Ziggs. It's so funny. It's just so funny if you can properly hit your second ability that Ziggs is infinitely more powerful than normal. Also guys, I want to remind you, give the video a like if you're enjoying it. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm and everything like that. So if you want to support me and the channel, make sure you give the video a like. It's a small effort. You know, I know you guys are laying on the couch, your phone is like this. You know, you can do this, and then click, and then this. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Because I don't do it either. I don't do it either. But I'm asking you because I'm the YouTuber now. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm laying on my lazy ass, why the hell would I move my hand just to like the video? So if you don't do that, it's fine. Because I don't do it either. Alright. So I need that Leandris. Ooh. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. By the way, with this item, you also have a better chance to counter enemies. So for example, Alistar, when he engages on me with his second ability, normally it already knocks you up. But because you have the crown, it doesn't knock you up. So you have like a split second to dodge away from him. Oh my god! The damage! Oof! So like if you have fast reaction time, you can very easily dodge the Alistar engage like that. It's much easier than dodging it normally. But the damage! It's a shame I didn't have first strike active right there. That would have given me like 300 gold. There we go, poking them with the Luden's Echo as well. Look at that. Just huge damage, just poking them from downtown. Like they can't even see me and the bombs are raining upon them. Boom! Like one of those small bombs just does like 350 damage on the Jhin. I literally instantly forced him to flash. I do need to be careful of the Kayn. Like as you can see, whenever he goes in, I will use my second ability to not only disengage but also push him away. Like I don't want to just disengage. I want to keep him off my teammates because he can one-shot my Soraka. He can one-shot my whole team. So I want to keep him away just as much. Okay. Now I can ult. Come on. Oh, he saved my ass. Oh my god. That's Soraka plus the crown. Keys. Why did you not body block? The Soraka could have body blocked right there. He could have saved me. It is what it is. He did a great job saving me earlier, but here, unfortunately, he did not save me. Now Fiddlesticks ults. Come on, bro. Could you not have done that earlier? We were fighting all that time. You could have ulted earlier. It's a good ultimate. It's a good stasis, by the way. Stasis is so busted though. Like but his stasis is gonna be dead, right? Yeah. Nice. It seems like that worked pretty well. They should be able to get this dragon, actually. He says sorry, yeah, like a true support. Yeah, because he was playing Soraka, so he obviously has to pay attention to everything. I got my Leandris, by the way. Huge item. What should my last item be, actually? Let's think about it. What should I get as my last item? What would be a good last item here, actually? Oh, look at that. You know why I throw those? Because sometimes when enemies are backporting, they're looking at the shop and they're not actually looking at what's happening in the map. Oftentimes they look at the shop like at the end of the recall. I should have probably thrown my ultimate 1 second later, because that would have had a much bigger chance of hitting, because Ari then would have probably been looking at her shop, because she's gonna be like, I'm gonna be back anyways. But during the first few seconds of the teleport, the enemies are gonna be more cautious, you know what I mean? Because then they're gonna think like, oh, maybe they're gonna catch me. But like at the last second, they're already gonna look at the shop. So when you throw your ultimate exactly at the last second, you're gonna have a much higher chance of hitting it. Just a little bit of a tip on how to like more effectively hit your Ziggs ultimates on the enemies. Not only Ziggs ultimates, also Jinx, Rockets, Ezreal ults, everything across the map. It's gonna be more accurate that way. If you do it like, if you time it with like the end of the recall, rather than the beginning of the recall of the enemies. I'm in a horrible position here, so I'm just using my second ability to try to jump away. I wanna stay, he actually hit me, so I'm just ulting him and killed him, very nice. I didn't wanna have to ult the Jarvan, but I was forced because he ulted me. You can see my Cup of Grass only did like 300 damage. Completely useless rune. Like with Ziggs, I guess it's not that good to go Cup of Grass. You should pretty much always go Giant Slayer. Because 300 damage 21 minutes into the game is basically nothing. It's a completely wasted rune. Literally completely wasted. I procced her crown, which is great. Look at that damage on the Alistar though. He's dead. Is he dead? My Leandris. Yeah, there we go. Leandris plus Elder Dragon is completely broken, by the way, because Leandris keeps refreshing the Elder Dragon, and you'll be able to do a ton of true damage. I just killed Ari in her base, by the way. I'm curious how much damage I did this game. Surely it's a lot. We won the game, by the way. Surely it's a lot. Like, wow. It's crazy, crazy game. The damage was just unbelievable. And they just couldn't kill me. They just couldn't kill me. And the reason I said you shouldn't go Magi's is because, like, if you look at this game, I died once. And that one death would have taken away all the stacks on the Magi's. You shouldn't take the risk with that item on Ziggs. It's just not worth it. I was the MVP, of course, this game. So let's take a look at how much damage I did. 51,000 damage. I did 42% of the damage from my team. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.